sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Cooper's Thaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Cooper's Thaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Cooper's Thaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, sister, my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high.
Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for coming on and joining Cooper's Thaiadventure live stream with myself, Cooper, and my good and trusty sidekick. Welcome back, Mr. Brooke Schnitters.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. Welcome back, buddy.
Another day in paradise.
It is so far so good. Knock on wood, of course. And Bitcoin is on a rally. Good. Need that. Need some extra income. Today's topic is all about the typhoons that are happening in Asia right now, and including one big earthquake. So we'll start off with the typhoons, and there's a big one that hit the Philippines just last night and early this morning, and it covered the whole of the Philippines islands. It was that big in mass and size. And so what'd you do there, Brooke?
Made it bigger.
Too big. No.
Big,
Go back. There we go.
That's too small. We're not normally like that.
Yeah, I know.
What about no, that's no good.
That's probably better there. There we go. Yeah, leave it on that one. So you become a techie all of a sudden, Mr. Schnitters.
Not really.
So anyways, this big one that hit the Philippines, they called a super typhoon. So it's like the worst of the worst of the worst. And they just had one only earlier last week.
Not that long ago.
Did a lot of damage to Cebu, and over 200 people died. Well, this big one that came in last night, they're already starting to report the deaths that are coming in. And so far, the tally's under 10 right now, but they still don't know. It's early days. You know, people are waking up, you know, trying to assess the damage. And the winds were recorded at over 240 kilometers an hour, Brooke.
Up to, yeah.
Over. In northern Luzon, it was recorded at over 240 kilometers an hour.
That's windy.
That's pretty windy. In miles per hour, that's about 150 miles per hour right there,
Yeah.
winds. So that's pretty strong winds. And they reckon the damage is going to be billions or trillions of pesos.
Yeah, the
damage.
construction typically in the Philippines is not like the West. So
Yeah.
those things will fly away like a
Yeah.
feather in the wind.
Yeah. And Darlene, of course, was stressed out. My wife, I'm sure yours was, because got their families over there. A lot of our
Yeah.
subscribers have got Filipino wives and or girlfriends, so they're all pretty stressed out, and oh my God, what's going on? And there was a lot of brownouts, we call them, that electricity's going off. I was watching it on a live stream last night in the Philippines, and people are like, we've had no electricity for 3 hours, for
Yeah.
4 hours, and the wind is terrible. The kids were terrified. I called them on the phone last night, calmed them down. Leanne played Yahtzee with me on Facebook Messenger to take her mind off of it, and real stressful time. And when I was watching it on the live,
She wanted in there.
oh, my wife wanted back in. Hang on, let me just open the door here for her. Sorry, babe. Do you want to come back in? Oh, you want money? I thought I gave you
Yeah.
money.
Cough up, buddy.
She needs bolt money. There you go.
But all the Filipinos, obviously, they're worried
There you go,
about
babe.
families. But I can guarantee every one of them's happy they're here.
Yeah. And it was distressing to watch last night because they were showing, huge waves, 10-foot waves hitting the shoreline, and kids and women screaming and people climbing up on top of their roofs. It was a very terrifying time,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to make fun of the Philippines or anybody else. I wouldn't wish death on anybody. That's just who I am. But it was a terrifying time. And for all those that are looking to retire in Asia, I always say location, location, location matters. You want the best bang for your buck. You want to live in an area where they predominantly speak English, like the Philippines. You may want to reconsider that, folks.
Yeah, there's other things to consider other than just the language.
Exactly. The language is a super plus, but here in Jomtien, most of the Thais speak English anyways. You're in a retirement community where it's predominantly expats. They have to speak English. If not, how are they going to serve you in the restaurants?
True.
How are they going to talk to you if you tell them, hey, I'm diabetic, I don't want sugar in my food? They have to know basic English.
Google Translate.
And a lot of the bars and restaurants around here that put up signs now hiring, one thing it'll say under now hiring, and they put it up in English. They don't put it up in Thai. Now hiring must speak basic English. And that is a prerequisite of getting a job here in the retirement area for a lot of these Thais.
Makes sense.
And there was an announcement just yesterday, late last night, that a earthquake had gone off in the ocean just off the coast of Japan. And they had a tsunami alert, major tsunami alert, for 3 hours.
In Japan.
And then canceled it once they realized, okay, there's no tsunami coming. But, the alert was there to be prepared. There could be one on the way. So Japan gets hit a lot by earthquakes.
I think a lot more than obviously anyone near us here, and more than the Philippines even, although they get their share.
The Philippines gets earthquakes, yes, and they get typhoons, and they get super typhoons.
Yeah.
They have a season that they call typhoon season. We have a season here we call rainy season. Well, I'd much rather have the rain than the typhoons and the earthquakes.
The weather here, and we've been 3 years now going on, we've never experienced anything similar to this. We don't get those typhoons. Get a bit of wind, a bit of rain now and then, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Not like And we were both in the Philippines. We experienced some pretty bad weather over there.
Yes, we did.
We experienced the brownouts. You'd go for a day without electricity, more than a day without water. That happened. I know that.
It
So
was 5 days without water.
yeah,
And we would experience typhoons. In the Philippines, we experienced what it's like firsthand. And I also experienced before you got there the Tall volcano.
okay.
When that went up and everything got covered in ash. We were there. It was a few months before you got there.
Yeah, no, I didn't have
When that
problem.
happened, we were, I don't know, 45 minutes away from Tall volcano, and we experienced the ash coming down.
Yeah, and I was up in Tagaytay more than once,
Mm.
and you could see the volcano. You
Mhm.
could see the plumes coming up. It wasn't that active, obviously,
Mm.
but I'm thinking to myself, like, and that's a big city, or big town, if nothing else. And I'm not talking hundreds; I'm talking a few thousand people in that area. Well, they're so damn close. If that thing goes off, man, I wouldn't want to live there.
You got no chance of getting out.
None. Yeah,
None. You're
one
on top
road
of a
in, one
mountain.
road out.
That's it. And it would get gridlocked super fast. Now, we did have a typhoon hit Vietnam at the same time this one was going off in the Philippines, because it's typhoon season. Vietnam got hit pretty hard. Not as bad as the Philippines, of course. The Philippines got it a hell of a lot worse last night. But they had it, and it came across Thailand. Came across northern Thailand, north of Bangkok, up in Chiang Mai area.
Yeah, Bangkok can get some nasty weather, But where we are located, southern, we're 2 hours south
In
of
the Bay Area.
we don't get issues here. Like,
Yeah.
this is ideal weather.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be, we had Nomad Jack, good friend, over in Manila,
Iloilo.
got stuck with that first typhoon. He was stuck in the airport for 2 days, I guess, and he can't wait to get back. And now he's in Iloilo, so he did say that they haven't been hit, like the rest of it. So he figures he can get out tomorrow back home here.
Good to have him back and safe and sound. And right now, Darlene is still unable to get a hold of her mother, so we don't know if they're okay or not.
Well, they probably evacuated.
They did.
Yeah.
Over 1 million people were evacuated from the coastal regions.
Yeah, they'll have shelters
including her mom and dad. But we've had no word from them. Can't get it through to them. So obviously there's no power, because if not, they'd be answering the phones. So, and the telecommunication companies are probably down because we don't even get a ring.
No.
Our end. So we know that we're just getting a dead tone.
Well, I think we both figured. I think I said 10 years behind the infrastructure versus Thailand, and I think you said, "No, Brooke, they're 20 years behind
at least."
So
minimum.
There's a huge difference. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone should visit the Philippines if it's on their bucket list. Heavens to Betsy, why not? Great English speaking people, lovely people, beautiful ladies. If you're into that, then you can't get better companions than Filipinos, in my opinion. But living there, I think you'll see the differences big time.
You'll see a huge difference.
Yeah, compared to
going on a vacation.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of expats here we talk to. They do go to the Philippines. They'll go for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They maybe struck up a conversation with some friends there, go to visit. But typically when they return, it's nice to visit, but I sure wouldn't want to live there. And it's just, we're more advanced here with infrastructure, obviously. I find the food's better here. The climate, meaning part of this being the storms, is way better here, So that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. So that typhoon that hit Vietnam and came across northern Thailand, they got pretty heavy rains over this weekend. Did we get any rain over this weekend, Brooke?
A little bit, not much, nothing out of the ordinary.
It was drizzling.
Yeah,
that's it.
And most of it's at night.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on my scooter every day. It's part of your routine. You get out and you go there, you go to the gym, whatever, shopping. I've never been stopped. I don't remember the last day I couldn't drive because of rain. If it rains during the day, it's 20 minutes, and then bingo, so it's
So yeah, it's all about location, folks.
Yeah.
Choose your retirement destination wisely.
correct.
Think about Vietnam. Think about Philippines. They get hit by typhoons all the time during typhoon season.
Pay attention to Cooper's Thai Adventure.
That too, folks.
for the real McCoy.
Yeah, and if you're thinking of Thailand, again, choose your location. Phuket gets hit hard. In monsoon season, lots of floods, lots of landslides.
Yes.
You see it on the news regularly.
Bangkok
We
too.
reported about it.
You see
North of
pictures.
Bangkok, you're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Jom Tien Pattaya, Hua Hin, perfect places. You're in the Bay Area.
The north there, Chiang Mai, you get that burning season. I wouldn't want to, be smelling that every day and seeing fog and But it seemed to be we're in the right location. I guess I lucked out. Followed you.
Now, Saturday, we had a live stream. You weren't with us. You said, no, Coop, can I have the day off? I'm getting old. My eyes ain't what they used to be. I don't like driving at dark. And
Yeah, no, it's quite late when we finish. And the road, as you age, your eyes aren't as good as they were when you were in your teens and 20s.
Yeah.
Hell, then you didn't give a shit. In fact, you were out more at night than probably during the day. You were sleeping.
Yeah.
But I kind of realized, I'll stay inside. So
yeah, you were coming out with every excuse under the book. You were like, I got an ingrown toenail. My food got burnt. I got to recook it again. Jackie's having a baby. Coop, I can't come tonight. Can you do it by yourself?
As the Filipinos say, that's all choo-choo, meaning it's all BS. It ain't meaning Brooke Snyder.
Okay, so we had a great conversation on Saturday, and there's something burning in my mind that I want to ask you.
Oh,
based on the live stream. And it was all about, well, parts of it were about punishments that we used to receive when we were a child, and different rules, different strokes for different folks compared to the new millennials. Can you remember the punishments you used to get as a child? People are saying, Mom used to throw a slipper at me. I used to get hit by a wooden spoon from Alfa Romeo. And then his mom realized they were breaking and got a hard plastic one, and he started running. What were your punishments like as a kid compared to what they're like today for the next generation?
I didn't get punished because I was a good boy.
Bullshit.
Mr. Good Boy.
Bullshit.
In fact, my mom used to call me Mr. Good Boy.
Okay, I've known you for 5 years.
Now,
Brooke,
my brother,
I will call bullshit when I see
my
it.
brother was the opposite. He'd get No, I think once I got spanked, and the neighbor had to do it because Mom wasn't up to it, and he went lightly on me. And then once at school, I was caught. There was a bunch of us, and we were, those in the washrooms, you had the round thing, and you'd press the lever and the thing to wash your hands.
Yeah.
But we were putting the paper towels all around to plug it, see how deep we could get the water. Teacher walked in. Okay, down to the office. Ooh, I got the strap on that one, but that was on the behind, so that was okay. I came out of there laughing. Well, what's this big deal?
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 times ever.
So you got the strap by the principal.
Yeah, on the buttocks, the buttocks. As Forrest Gump would say, the buttocks.
And schools can't do that no more. No. They just have to let the kids run rampant. Call the parents and blame the parents.
Which I think is a big mistake.
Yeah.
Like my brother was in teaching. No, he was in when you could discipline the kids, and he ended up when you couldn't.
Right.
And he says, what a difference. The kids had no respect at the end. You know what I mean? And when he started, if the kids got disciplined, the parents found out. And they beat the kids worse.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But at the end there, it was just ridiculous. He quit kind of early, took his early pension because he says, I've had enough of this shit.
Yeah, my mom got in trouble at the school, and she got the ruler over the knuckles. And then when she got home, her mother was waiting for her, my grandmother, because she got a phone call from the school. And when she got home, Grandma was standing behind the front door. And as soon as my mom walked in, wham, right upside the face with a hot water bottle. My grandmother told me that story. My mother never told me. So according to my mother, she was a saint. Grandma told some fantastic stories.
Oh,
Including the time she got deported from Belgium. My
oh,
mom got deported from Belgium. Why? Because she went with a friend of hers as a stowaway on a ferry to go see her boyfriend
oh,
that
yeah.
came to visit England. And it was well before any of us were born. She was a teenager, 16 years old. And they stowed away on a boat and got caught by the ship and the Belgium authorities and sent back to England. Yeah. Good old days. Good old days.
Yep.
Who we got online? Let's start the show.
Rick Price. Good morning, good evening, Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, and all.
Good morning, Rick, and thank you for coming on and joining us and for being a channel member and everybody else that's got that badge over their name right there, supporting the channel for only $2 a month. And if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up for Cooper and Brooke. Much appreciated.
Darlene
It makes
smile.
my wife smile.
Michael Vila, good evening from the good old US of A.
Good evening to you, Michael. Good morning to us. Beautiful Monday morning here in Thailand.
Stay safe, he says. Yeah. We are.
We're in that protected area. We have virtually none of the bad weather.
No.
Like I said, I was out there talking to Leanne on the phone last night to calm her nerves. She was worried. She's 14 years old, and she's a bit stressed out. Oh, Dad, I'm scared. No, it's okay, And she said, can we play some Yahtzee? Yeah, of course. So that's our little thing that we like doing.
Good.
Since she was 7 years old, we used to play Yahtzee on Facebook. And I said, yeah, come on. And we played like 3 games and I'm calming her down. I'm sitting outside smoking my cigar and I'm looking, it's like barely a couple drops are hitting the swimming pool in the backyard. That's it.
Yep.
That was the worst of the weather we got from the typhoon that came over from Vietnam. And well, northern Thailand got a lot of floods, a lot of rain, heavy rain.
Now the weather here, you'll experience it. And if you have friends here, they'll tell you the same. It's kind of perfect year round. Like we're in they call it the rainy season. Well, I don't notice much difference in being back in the West, as far as rain, except it doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
You don't get whole days of rain. It's a little cooler, few degrees in the rainy season. So it's kind of perfect, but the rest of the year, like, poor old Romeo sent us a picture.
Oh, yeah, he sent me a video. Should I show it on the live stream?
He's bundled up with his parka.
I should show that on the live stream, folks. You guys got to see this.
He knows, yeah.
So Alfa Romeo, I'll just turn up the volume so you guys can hear it, is in Canada. And
Stony Creek, Ontario, Southern Ontario, and they got snow.
And they got snow, and
here we are. Here we are. First week in November. My countdown Thailand can't come fast enough. Welcome to global warming. Right. I might do that. Get me out of here quick.
poor Romeo getting his snow in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah. Well, I called the daughter last night. We had a nice long chat. They got their first snow in Stratford, Ontario.
Yeah.
It's probably about an hour and a half from Romeo. So yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
And son-in-law kind of said something interesting. He says, Poppy, Canada's changing big time. He's just not excited nor impressed with what's happening in Canada. Whether it's the government, the expenditures, the immigration, cost of doing business, whatever. So they're looking, they might relocate to a different country.
Yeah.
So, that's.
Did you suggest Thailand to them?
Not so much Australia. They have an online business shipping kind of worldwide.
Yeah. But Australia is kind of expensive too, Brooke. It's not a cheap country to live in. You know that. You've been there a few times.
Honestly, I don't know if it's so much the cost. That's not his complaint.
What's his
they
complaint?
Do well.
The weather?
Financially. Partly, but they've lived with that all their lives. It's just what's happening with society. Like the government, I think immigration is changing. The values are changing. Maybe the wokeness of it, and hey,
it doesn't feel like home anymore. Basically,
no.
Yeah.
So the grandson's going to the school, public school, and they have a kitty litter room for those that want to identify as cats. I told you that story, didn't I? Like,
Yeah.
hello, where were the adults in the room when that was discussed? And I start laughing.
Yeah.
And my daughter says, "Oh, Poppy, no. If you object to that, you're like blackballed."
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like so that's maybe the changes that they're just not necessarily agreeing with, thinking that's not maybe where they want to raise the family in later years. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We don't have that problem here. Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, everyone. Thumbs up, make Darlena smile.
Yes, please. And good morning to you, Roger, and everyone on the live stream. Welcome
Roger the
one,
Dodger.
welcome all.
Richard Woolley, good morning, good evening, everyone.
Good morning, Richard. And if you want to join in on the conversation, you want to join in on the chat, very easy. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost a penny. We'll put it at the bare minimum. You wait 1 minute. That's it. 1 minute of your time. And then after that, you can post your comments. We'll read them live on air. And we'll stay on until the last one is done. That's our promise to you every live stream.
Richard Woolley says the government are about to reopen, allegedly.
That would be fantastic if they do. I know that the Senate was open on Sunday, and they were going to stay open and try and hash out a deal between the Democrats and the Republicans to open the government, because now 10% of all flights have been canceled.
And they're coming into the busiest flight time of the year, the
Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah. I mean, back to my son-in-law, he says, well, Jesus, if you're thinking of moving, I don't know if you want to go to the U.S. It don't seem much better. You know what I mean? But Texas, I know they'd look at there. But Michael Avila, hope the children are safe, Coop.
They are. They were of bright spirits this morning, saying that it's real heavy rain right now because they're getting the tail end of the typhoon. It's already passed about 4 o'clock this morning, Philippine time. So off the coast, the opposite coast of the Philippines from where the kids are. So that was about 5 hours ago. Philippines is an hour ahead of us. It's almost 8:30 here in the morning. So it's 9:30 there roughly. And they were ecstatic it was over with. The wind was howling. They're in central Manila.
The kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jackie's family's maybe
about
an hour and a half south, near Das Marinas more so. And yeah, we were in touch. They had a bit of brownouts, off for a bit, but came back on. Water got, wasn't working, but no, they were standing it. Windy, lots of rain, but you just hunker down. So they were okay.
And a lot of people in the Philippines have tin roofs.
Yeah.
And Leanne was saying this morning, Dad, I could hear the neighbor's roof rattling all night. I thought it was going to come off at some point. She was praying for her neighbors because they got 2 young kids in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Richard Woolley, that's a Cat 5 typhoon.
Correct.
Super typhoon, yeah.
It was a Category 5 typhoon that hit the Philippines, yeah.
The other thing it pointed out, and I was watching the news a bit this morning, like they're starting to get a bit of reaction now. A lot of this supposed infrastructure money that was allocated and spent on flood control and, storm.
And they laid 1 brick.
Yeah, nothing was done.
They said it was completed, and they got millions and millions and millions of pesos.
Yeah,
nothing. And they laid 1 brick.
Corruption throughout the system.
They pocketed all the money.
Yeah. Now, you'd think if they were legitimate leaders, they'd clamp down on that hard. Like somebody should be going to jail, but you never hear anything happening.
Do you know why?
Probably goes from top to bottom. That's my
because
guess.
There's a lot of people in the Philippines that have guns. It's like the U.S.
Yeah.
But, if a politician tries to go after somebody, that somebody just hires a hitman. $10,000 is all it costs to get somebody whacked in the Philippines. That's how cheap it is. $10,000, you can get anybody whacked.
So one thing I've learned in life, things never stay the same. They either get better or they get worse.
And the Philippines is getting a lot worse.
I think so. It's getting worse. It's not getting better.
So. Yeah. And who do I feel sorry for? The Filipino people.
Well, yeah.
Some of the best people on the planet I've ever met.
Yeah.
Hard workers, polite, friendly, smiling. They could be in the worst situation of their life and they're still smiling. They're taking it on the chin and they're dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't beat that in a society. It's the government and the businesses that are corrupt that are letting the country down.
Well, Canada, I do the same application.
Mm.
Is it getting better or worse? And I honestly think it's getting worse
Mm.
in Canada. Now, interesting enough, in the US, I'm not so sure it's getting worse. Is it getting better? Well, time will tell, but definitely Canada's getting worse. I don't know about the States. We'll see.
Well, it's California, well, for me, was like your family, you just said.
Yeah.
It changed so much. It didn't feel like home anymore. And I lived in a retirement community where I grew up in the California mountains, place called Victorville, near Barstow and then Vegas. We were up there in a nice mountain area, retirement community. It became a rough area. After I graduated high school, it changed when I was in my 20s. And I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
If I had to live in the States, in other words, you were made to, it probably wouldn't be Florida anymore because there's some, but Texas. I've been to Texas. Yeah.
Do you know that Texas is the highest tax state in all of the U.S.?
Well, I think that's horseshit.
Yeah, they pay more in property taxes than any other state.
I wouldn't need to confirm that, but
you can ask Brooke.
I think
a lot of my subscribers on here will tell you.
There's no state tax from memory.
No, but they pay a lot in property tax. I got a sister that lives in Austin.
Yeah.
She's told me what her property tax are. It's through the frickin' roof. It's more expensive than Florida or New York.
Well, then you rent. Get away from that, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm happier in Thailand. That's for damn.
Oh, yeah. Ditto.
W Secrets to Success says, hello, gents. I missed the stock buying opportunity in the USA. Just voted to reopen the government. Markets are already up.
Oh, so they voted. Did it pass, W? I haven't seen the news this morning. I was too busy talking to the kids. Obviously, family first.
That'd be breaking news if that's happened.
Check. And I'll go through the next comment. Do a fact check on that. Not that we don't believe you. It's just it'd be very nice to see. And Alvia Abroad says, the one going on right now has missed us in Mactan Island. Just got normal rain. The people on Luzon Island, which is the main island in Philippines where Manila is, getting the brunt. Prayers for those affected. I do miss my friends in Thailand.
Senate strikes bipartisan deal. Bipartisan, meaning both parties agreed to it.
Yeah.
To end historic 40-day government shutdown. So
did it pass?
Strikes a deal. So
have they voted on it yet? That's the question.
With a vote expected Sunday night, which will be
now.
Yeah. So I would, it looks positive. Put it that way.
It's looking positive.
Yeah. This is just like a minute ago. So I'm sure there'll be clarification come.
Okay. Thank you, W, for the update.
Thank you for that update.
Yeah. And we miss you too, Alvy.
Alvy Abroad. Oh,
yeah,
did we get
just
that
read
one?
it.
What do you have to say?
He said that he's over in the Philippines, but his area didn't get hit that bad, and that he misses his friends in Thailand.
Oh yeah,
he's praying for those that did get hit bad.
There's Big Mike and Little Mike. There's Brooke. Good to have you back. Both Coop and Brooke make the complete team.
So they missed you Saturday night.
Everybody misses me.
Yeah, they miss the funny faces that you pull on the live streams. I love it. I love it.
Live and learn with Mikey. Good morning, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Evening for me.
And good morning good evening to you, Mike. Looking forward to seeing you back here next month, buddy.
1, 2, 3. It's Mr. JD.
Yes.
Hi, gents. Good evening from the Villages. Yes, we know where that is, Florida. Where it is 72 degrees Fahrenheit right now. That's nice weather for that.
For Florida, that time of year, that's pretty nice weather.
Yeah, and it'll be evening over there. So, not late. It'll be 8:30 in the evening. So perfect weather.
Yesterday,
for evening.
Sunday, the temperature here was 87.
Yeah.
87. Love it.
Florida,
it felt like 90, they said, because the humidity feels like 90. Temperature was actually 87. Can't beat it.
One of the biggest planned communities I've ever heard of is at Villages, and it's beautiful. It's probably 95% bungalows. I don't ever recall seeing a 2-story building.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a senior, obviously geared to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they allow children in there, believe it or not. You can visit, obviously,
Yeah.
but not full-time living. And I think they had like something like 18 golf courses, and
Wow.
and we're talking thousands of acres.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very well maintained. Yeah.
Nice area, JD.
Alfa Romeo, there he is from Stony Creek, Ontario. Good evening,
Did you
gentlemen.
see the video I just showed?
Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. I'm late to the show. Well, you missed your intro from Cooper. Driving home in a snow-covered blizzard.
Poor guy.
He says, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt 3 days ago and snow today. Oh, my Buddha.
Oh, my Buddha. And
Yeah.
he just sent a video of that snow-covered blizzard. So I'm going to show you what poor Alpha is up against.
See, there they drive on the right-hand side of the road. And
Yeah.
Thailand on the left. So
Like England.
Yeah.
What do they drive on in Australia? Right or left?
no left. Yeah, like England.
Like England.
Yeah,
Because
and
a lot of the
Thailand.
Commonwealth countries, except for Canada, drive on the left.
Well, Canada and U.S.
Yeah. Well, last time I checked, U.S. is not a British colony.
It used to be.
Used to be before the Boston Tea Party.
Correctamundo.
And they said, we don't want your stinking tea. Sink that battleship.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Andrew's Core says, good evening, gentlemen. Boarding the plane in 4 hours
Wow.
to start my 21-hour journey to Bangkok. So he must be flying from way over there somewhere.
Probably on the East Coast.
East coast of the States, maybe, or
Yeah.
Canada, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
see.
no, actually 21 hours. He's probably flying somewhere around Texas or O'Hare Airport in Chicago.
Yeah.
Because the East Coast, they would go the other side and fly towards Dubai
Dubai, maybe.
that way. Yeah.
Anyways, he'll be happy when he gets here.
So
Tired, but
and-
happy.
yeah, put your head down, go to sleep on the flight, wake up, land of smiles, here I come.
Yep.
Have a safe flight, Andrew.
Roger Walker, freeze warning in northern Alabama.
Ooh.
28 Fahrenheit. That's cold. -2 since this morning. Wow.
-2 centigrade.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking cold, Roger.
Well, yeah. You don't get rain, that you get to sleet or
That's
snow.
where you get the ice.
Yeah.
And you
Trouble.
get the black ice, and which is like the most dangerous of the ice because you don't see it. It matches the color of the road, so you don't see the ice.
I don't know where Bubba is in Alabama, but
Yeah, he's down that way, isn't he? Yeah.
spoke to him last week.
Mm.
He's still driving.
We'll send you some sunshine over, Roger.
Rips Reaper. Hey, studs. It's been a while. I hope
Yeah.
everyone is doing well. I decided that I only need one wife, not 3. Well, well done.
Inflation.
Save
Okay, I'm
yourself
cutting down
some money.
from 3 wives to 1.
An aggravation, yeah. Live and Learn with Mike says, my dad would use the belt on all of us kids.
That's what my dad did. He had a
Okay.
big country and western belt. Yeah. You know those big leather belts with a big
Yeah,
buckle
yeah.
on it? Oh, damn, that sucker hurt.
Mm.
When my dad said, right, son, you're getting the belt, I knew it was going to hurt. Yeah.
Rego Park, NYC. Hi from Queens, New York. The end of the year is coming up. How do you both handle reported capital gains for taxes?
Hmm.
Is there any advantage to living abroad in that respect?
Not for Americans.
Mm.
And because if you're an American citizen, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, Uncle Sam wants his take.
Yep.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Most of the rest of the world, if you've been out the country for more than 6 months, you pay 0 capital gains tax.
Right.
If you're from England, Australia, Canada is the same. If you've been out of this Canada for more than 6 months, you pay 0 capital gains tax, don't you?
No. No.
On earnings
Don't be
over
speaking
here.
about Canada here, buddy. You leave that to me. So in Canada, Rigo, like I do file my taxes, and you have to report your gains, obviously, with the trading I do.
Yeah, but you get taxed a lot less, 15%.
Oh, that's horseshit.
No,
you know,
I get 15%.
yeah, whatever. Your tax is way different than Canada.
Okay.
So stick to your lane, let's say here.
Oh, yes, sir, Grandpa.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, I do a lot of trading during the year, and I'm with one platform being TD. So the accountant, basically, I just send him the statements that TD gives me, the year-end statements, and you'll get one which is your summary for the year, your trades for the year. At the bottom, they have the the losses, the gains, and all that. And it's all the accountant that does the calculations, thank God. But yeah, you still have to file that. And that's because I still claim residency in Canada. So I have an address, mail goes there. In that way, my pensions are okay. Should I decide at some point, and some people do, to exit Canada totally, in other words, become a non-resident, the issue is I would lose one of my pensions, meaning the old age.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And secondly, when you have like these sheltered accounts, they want you to close them typically, and you pay your 25% flat rate up front.
Okay, so I didn't know that you were still considered a resident of Canada.
Well, where have you been, buddy? Come on.
With you here in Thailand for 3 freaking years, you ain't a resident
I've always
of Canada.
told people this
any more than I'm a resident of California right now.
Anyways, that's just my situation, and everyone is different. Where the States is really different than Canada, you're required to report world income, regardless, even if you don't set foot in the States. And if to become a non-resident there, I almost wonder if you have to give up your citizenship to not file, is my point.
Well, you do get certain tax release once you leave the States. For example, if you get an accountant, you can file for what's called FALA, Foreign Living Allowance Reduction. And you'll get a certain amount allocated based on your income that you can write off against your taxes, including your capital gains taxes, because you're living overseas. So you do pay less than you would if you were living in the States. So my advice there, Regio Park, New York City, is get yourself a good accountant.
Oh, absolutely.
They can save you thousands, absolute thousands of dollars. And if you're going to be registered as living abroad, they call it, you can file for what's known as FALA.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. With Canadians, so I got married to a non-Canadian, and fortunately enough, I was able to use that as a deduction on my tax return.
Yes.
Her income was zero for the year, so that gave me a benefit. I actually got a nice big refund that year, so because I now have a dependent. Yeah. And even though she has never set foot in Canada. So that's something of interest if you're Canadian. Yeah, I would still, file your taxes. I would maintain a residency until you decide. So what are the downfalls of living full-time here financially with Canada is you lose your government health care. I think I was fine for 6 months. You can be out of the country, but after 6, and it will be tracked. I'm not sure how religiously, but I've been out 3 years, so they definitely know. But I can reinstate that should I return to Canada after 3 months.
Okay.
So you go back onto the government health care. What is that? Hurry up and wait in Canada. I'm so impressed with the healthcare in Thailand. It's very affordable. It's state of the art, better than Canada, in my opinion. Hospitals are better maintained, better staffed. You can see specialists in minutes versus months in Canada. So when they say it's free healthcare, yeah, nothing's free.
No.
So hurry up and wait in Canada. All right. Alfa Romeo says, Coop, I'm pretty sure I saw Brooke and his crew living up on Walking Street. Yeah, Romeo has a good sense of humor.
He does.
I think he misses Thailand. Michael Rabicki, get the belt. Yes, it frickin' hurt. Frickin' hurt.
My dad always let us know we were about to get the belt, because he'd take the buckle and he'd take it one click off. That one click off meant that we were on our final warning.
Okay.
And that's where I would hit my brother and say, Stop it. Dad's about to give us the belt. Look, he's unclipped it.
Yeah.
And brother,
At least you got warning.
oh, we got that warning.
And that usually did it. That worked.
And my dad, I love my dad. I mean, he knew how to settle any fight between me and my brothers. I got 5 brothers, 5 of us, 4 brothers, and me makes 5. And we were always fighting each other, you know. And my dad went out and he bought a set of boxing gloves. And whenever any of my brothers were getting in a fight, he'd say, right, come on. He'd take us out to the barn. We had a couple of horses. He'd take us out to the barn and he'd say, right, put the gloves on and fight.
Mm.
And if you said I didn't want to fight, Dad's answer was you either fight your brother or you fight me. We're at it. Yeah. Settled arguments, though.
True. Michael goes on to say, good morning.
Good morning to you, Michael.
Unlimited mango. Mango's good for you. Bitcoin's at 106.
106.
Correctamundo.
Loving that.
Yeah.
It's gone up from 98. It actually hit 98 last week. So it's gone up a nice 7%.
We'll see. I think there's still market makers liquidating the longs and liquidating the shorts. So this run up, guys, it could be a prelude of things dropping to wipe out those longs. You know, so time will tell.
We'll talk about all that on Wednesday.
Yeah,
we got
sure.
some good news to put out on that.
Damon, there he is. I have been talking to friends south of Dumagetti. Lots of rain and wind, but they're okay.
That's,
that's
good to know.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Damon's on our bike rides on Thursdays.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
And he used to live in Philippines too. We got quite a few of our subscribers.
He was
used
in
to live there.
Dumagetti. That's why he was checking.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Nutt with his Texas humor. Good morning, CBD and fellow tubers. Growing up in Houston, Texas, we would have hurricane parties. But there's a big difference between Texas and the island chain of Philippines. Yeah, there would be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because as soon as it hits landfall in Texas, it automatically gets less and less strength.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, the islands are scattered, so it keeps that strength up as it passes through.
I was in
over 1,000 islands in the Philippines.
Yeah. No, I was in southern Texas for visiting an uncle one time, and it got they had, like, I would call it a monsoon here. They had rain come down for a day that was just that was
we did
heavy.
In California too.
You did
torrential rains and earthquakes. I was glad to get out. Oh no, we get bad rains in California.
Alfa Romeo, Bitcoin is climbing. Let's see how the markets react in the morning.
Yeah.
Later today. So we're about 12 hours away from a little over.
Just under 12 hours away from the market's opening.
Yeah. Damon goes on to say, my mother used to hold the wooden spoon and say, expect it when you least expect it. It might take a week, but I'll get you.
Yeah, I was good at running it faster than my mom. That's why she used to throw things at me. I'd be like, you missed.
At least
Dad
got
won't when he gets home. I'm sorry, Mom. Don't tell Dad. Yeah. There he is, Nomad Jack.
Nomad Jack and the lovely Pinky. Good morning, guys. It was pretty clear here. Flights at 9:30 didn't affect Iloilo.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
You lucked out, buddy, because a lot of places did get affected pretty hard last night in the Philippines.
Is that 9:30? Well, I don't know if that's 9:30 this morning or at night.
It'd probably be tonight because he's supposed to be here back in Jomtien tomorrow morning.
Okay,
so
probably is
it'll be tonight. Yeah.
Michael Rebecki, good evening, he says.
Good evening. Yeah, from you, morning from us.
Alpha goes on. What happened to the Buffalo Bills? They lost.
They did.
They lost to Miami. That's an upset, in my opinion. Ridiculous, but oh well. You know,
they're resting before the big games come.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough division they're in, though. Yeah. Rick Pass says, I did a lot of reaching and Thailand hit everything on my researching. Did a lot of researching and Thailand hit everything on my bucket list. So excited to get over there and finally feel free and retired in July.
Not long now with them, Rick.
No. And the closer it gets, the more excited Rick will get because he's doing the right thing.
He's 9 months away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably hopefully been here and knows what he's getting into. And if he hasn't, he's absolutely going to love it. So that is research, as he says. Robert
Look at this.
Robert Pierpont. Coop must have looked into having someone whacked.
No, that's the going rate. Darlene's family told me all about it. They said you can get anybody killed for 10,000 US in the Philippines. And they told us, you know, we'd talk on the phone when I was in Kuwait and whatnot. And when we flew to the Philippines to live for the first time and the last time, we were in a quarantine hotel in Manila because it was COVID.
Yep.
So we couldn't leave the hotel for 6 days. And anyways, what do I see on the local news? Some local government person in their front yard working out. 2 people come up on a motorbike. One jumps off, shoots him in the head, jumps back on. Away they go.
Pissed off somebody.
Yeah, he pissed off somebody, and they just went up and whacked him right there in his front yard in broad daylight.
Yeah. We heard stories when we were there, you know, of usually government officials, city officials, some sort of, you know, official that people disliked, I guess. And, he wasn't around.
They don't play.
No.
They don't play in Philippines.
Didn't affect any of the foreigners I know of.
No.
It was kind of internal, let's say.
Yeah.
Vegas Chris. Greetings all. The Phil's in the middle of the Ring of Fire, the Philippines. Ring of Fire, yeah, that's the tectonic plates, I believe. They get the volcanoes, earthquakes, and typhoons. They get it all.
Yeah.
Thailand sits outside of the Ring of Fire. Yes, it does. And this is why we are spared these natural disasters.
Very true that.
Yeah.
There is a Ring of Fire. It's a well-known fact, they call it on the news, and Philippines is right in the middle of it.
Well, I mean, if you're born and raised in the Philippines, you're
used to it.
You're used to it.
But every time they get a super typhoon, which they're getting more and more, as the weather patterns change now, and they've been reporting on the news today, expect more super typhoons. Well, it's not going to get less because they haven't built the infrastructure to deal with it. Correct. They haven't stopped the floodings. You know, they didn't build the dams. They didn't build the flood barriers on the rivers and the dikes. You know, they stole the money from the government. Government paid them, and they stole the money. Paid it to the local government. Gone. You'll compare the two countries for the infrastructure. You'll see it quickly and easily when you're in both. When you get here, I remember I was amazed. You know, it took me not even a week. Oh, geez, this place is nice. Yeah, compared. So, Rick Price, the Buffalo Bills could not swim with the Dolphins. My poor team. Yeah. Michael Villa, Massachusetts is the highest taxes, Cooper. Massachusetts for property taxes? According to Michael, they are. Maybe state taxes, but I don't know about property taxes. We'll do the highest property tax I know of in the U.S. is Texas. Okay. Nomad Jack in the lovely Pinky Bacolod area will be 2 months before power is restored. And that's from the first typhoon. 2 months with no electricity. Yeah, that would just be and the heat and the humidity. Obviously, if you're a foreigner there, you might just have a generator, you know, to get by because you'd need to run aircon. Oh, I don't care if you're without aircon in the Philippines, you are suffering, you know. But yeah, the foreigners go out and buy generators, backup generators. Yep. Yeah. Jay Jetable, Coop, I'm in total agreement with your view on California. I live here in Sacramento. I'll be retiring to the land of smiles in 6 months. Good. Yeah, it's Sacramento like used to be a beautiful area back in the 70s. It was fantastic. I love Sacramento. It's a beautiful city. Not anymore. No. Times have changed. Rough area, California now. Yeah, well, LA, I've seen parts of that. Whoa, even San Francisco. Some of the videos you'll see on YouTube about it's like a whole tent city, you know, up and down a freeway. You know, like just you shake your head. Yep. And then they're leaving the tax. Well, I think the same thing's going to happen with New York City. You know, this person got in that is not very pro business, I think, and you know, the rich are going to leave. You know, they're going to
Say that's enough. Tommy Lung says, Tommy the Tominator. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, and Tubers. Hope all is well, everyone.
And we are Tommy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the live stream, buddy.
Where are you,
Long
Tommy?
time no
You
see.
still in Malaysia, or are you back home now? Mike Doty and the little Mike says, "Oh my God, Alphas, that's crazy. It hasn't hit New York yet. No, it's hit Southern Ontario, but
New York gets a lot of snow.
they can.
They get, I mean, they get the wind drifts. You know, so with that, my brother, he's sent me videos. He's opened the front door, and all you can see is snow. He's got to get a shovel to dig his way out of the front door to get to the car park.
Well, Syracuse will get a lot more snow than maybe New York City. You know, so
yeah,
I think it's the ocean by New York City that has a tempering effect. El Romeo mentioned I love Thailand.
Yeah, we know the words.
We know the rest, Alpha. Coop, you need to run for PM here. No capital gains tax, living in Thailand. Buddy, I love that idea.
Yeah.
I think Alpha would still maintain a Canadian residency even when he retires in 1.9 years. And
well, Thailand's already announced it earlier end of last year. No capital gains tax on crypto for 5 years.
Well,
for the next 5 years, there's no capital gains tax on crypto. So if you want to buy and sell crypto here on BitCub, which is the Thai exchange for crypto, the only one that's legislated by the Thai government and recognized here, you can do it tax-free.
Has that been published in the Royal Gazette?
Yes, it has, sir.
Oh, there we go. He's on top of
November last year. And it was the biggest celebration of my life.
Good for you. Well done, Junior. Mike Doty, that's why before you leave the U.S., you become a Florida resident, and then you do the foreign income exclusion for staying out of the U.S. for 330 days a year. Then you get 0% federal tax to a certain amount.
Yeah.
Okay, he's done his research.
People have done that.
Yeah.
We have subscribers that lived in California. They flew back to California, changed their residency to a different state. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to put his name out on YouTube, but you know exactly who I'm talking about that went back and did it.
BB.
What I told you.
It's initials. That's not his name. No, I quizzed him on that. You know, we had a good chat. He went to South Dakota and actually rented a condo, a very inexpensive one.
Yeah.
Hooked up internet, electric bills, so he can, because California sent him a letter requesting, oh, you're leaving the state. Well, where are you going? We want proof of residency in this other state. And oh, by the way, you'll be taxed as a Californian up to the date that you show us the proof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Holy Jesus. They must be losing a whack of people because they're going after you like, you know, for the days that you aren't there. Vegas Chris says, Brooke, is your Canadian address a physical address? Yeah. Or do you use an internet? No, I use physical. Which is better when I move to Thailand in June? Okay, I'm fortunate. My daughter still lives. And when last I visited there, you know, a couple times, I stay in her basement. It's a furnished 1-bedroom bath. So I do have a physical. She collects the mail and, you know, and they don't have plans currently to move, although they're talking at some point. So yeah, I do have a physical address. That's what I do and recommend it. The government knows that. I mean, that's my mailing address. My banking goes there. You know, should I be getting a credit card updated, goes there. So that's the address I do use. I did maintain believe it or not, a U.S. phone number. So that works. That's fine. You know, the area code. So yeah, they've got a phone number for me, an address. And
I did the same because I changed my residency from California to Arizona and put it as my mom's address. And when my mom passed away earlier this year, she put in her will that it was to go in the family trust, and my name's on the family trust. So my name's on the deed along with 2 of my brothers. So I can use that as my residency until the day I die.
Good. One mistake I made in Canada, I would relate that to you guys. I rented a storage unit. I still have that damn storage unit going on 3 years. I don't even remember half the shit's in there.
Yeah,
but,
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I bet you a dozen donuts you can't even remember what's in it.
Well, some of the stuff I do. So interesting. Talked to my daughter last night. My grandson he just turned 15, has taken up golf.
Okay.
And he loves golf.
Yeah.
And I said to my,
Oh, I got some golf clubs.
I do.
Yeah.
I got a brand new set, never been used, in a brand new bag. And I explained to my daughter, I said, yeah, I had enough points built up, in one of my, cards or whatever over the years. And I knew I was leaving, coming to Asia. Shit, I better use those points up because, it was certain things you could buy, it wasn't really flights. And so I saw this new set of golf clubs. I never had one. And sure enough, I got them and sent, and they're sitting there. And but the question was, now, Katie, which is he right-handed or left-handed? He's left-handed. Oh, good. That's what I am. So
you're left-handed.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So the clubs are the same. So
I am now. I have to be because of my right shoulder. I can't use my right shoulder. But I was right-handed all my life, and now I have to do everything as a lefty.
Pretty hard not to use a shoulder when you're golfing, Buster. But
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could still caddy though, right?
I got your caddy hanging, young old man.
Glenn Shaw, good morning, gents. Beginning month 6 of my Thai retirement.
Well
Good.
done.
Convinced my sister and her husband to get out of Alabama and head to the land of smiles. I'm loving every minute of it.
So they're coming over then, Glenn. Well done. Well done. More the merrier in the community.
Well,
Loving it.
it's funny. That works. That's common.
Hmm.
You get here, after a while, you realize, oh yeah, this is perfect. This is way better than where I came from.
Yeah.
And you tend to share that with, family, friends, whoever. And not everyone takes to it because we're not all alike. Some people are not too adventuresome like maybe we are. Some people are used to a routine back in their country, thinking that's all there is. But my nephew, he was okay. He's here and he's loving it. And so I got his brother now talking to him, and he's got another uncle, my nephew, that he should come to. So we'll see.
Well, we had a subscriber turn up to our meet and greet 2 months ago, and he brought his mom, his dad, and his uncle, and they all want to come and stay here and retire in Thailand.
Yeah.
That's it. They're selling up in the West, and they're coming over here.
Blakester Drums brought his mother.
Brought his mother too, yeah.
An older lady, and she kind of likes Thailand too now, I think.
She was a nice lady, yeah. So a lot of family members are following suit.
Alpha Mayo says Andrew's have a safe trip to the land of smiles. Okay,
yeah, 4 hours and less than 4 hours now before he flies. Yeah,
English Andrew, maybe that is. Mike Doty, yes, the foreign income exclusion is up to 135K a year, I think, and it counts toward your Social Security.
Correct.
And you pay no income tax up to that amount. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's pretty
Follow.
Good. Yeah.
I swear by it. Best thing that America ever did.
Yeah.
But you have to be out of the States for over 300 days a year. So you can go back for 1 month to visit, 30 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to manage your tax, your tax income. Canada's quite high taxes, so you gotta, Snowbird says, hello from Alaska. I just placed a bet with myself. I bet that if I hit the click button, others would follow. Make Darlena smile. I bet that if I click like, others would be like-minded.
There you go.
Yeah,
let's see if your bet wins. How many people have hit the thumbs up button, Brooke?
Well, I see 71. No, there's 71 watching. But we'll see how many hit the like button.
Try and get us up to 100 if you can.
Yeah,
guys.
That's the goal.
W.
Oh, sorry. I thought you switched it. Was just looking at expat tax incentives today. Foreign earned income exclusion. This allows you to exclude a substantial amount of your foreign earned income from U.S. taxes.
Yes,
Boy,
that too.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why you need a good accountant, guys.
And it goes on to say,
for 2025, the exclusion is up to $130,000 per person, or $260 for a married couple, and requires your tax home to be in a foreign country and meeting either the bona fide residence test or the physical.
And last one, he says,
foreign housing exclusion deduction. Those who qualify may also be able to exclude or deduct certain foreign housing expenses above a base amount.
Correct.
Oh boy, that's getting complicated. Get a good accountant.
Well, that's why a lot of Americans here go above what they want to pay for rent, because they know that it's not going to cost them any money because they can use it as a tax deductible at the end of the financial year. So it's got its benefits for especially Americans to come over here. England doesn't get any of that shit. I wish they did.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of English friends. Australia, they don't get a lot of that.
No, they're
But
kinda-
America, they do give you financial incentives if you wish to leave the US. You pay a lot less tax.
Yeah, it's funny. Like Australia, you can't be out of country more than 6 months, or you're considered non-resident,
Correct.
which taxes go through the roof, and you lose housing exemptions. Canada's not like that. You can be out of there for more than 6 months and still be considered resident, mainly because you file your taxes. Yeah. England, they're probably the worst of them all.
Well, the thing is with England, as far as your pension goes, as soon as if you're on a state pension from England, the moment you leave, it's capped. So if the pension goes up over the years 2-3%,
You don't get it.
whatever it goes, you're still capped at the day you left.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you come to Thailand. But if you go to the Philippines and you want to suffer the typhoons, the earthquakes, and the volcanoes, it's not capped.
Oh,
Philippines has an agreement with England that if it goes up 2-3%, you get that increase.
well, okay.
Thailand doesn't.
Wonder. Interesting.
Yeah, hope they change that in the future.
Biggest Chris, pardon my bad spelling. I really should learn to proofread before sending.
That's all right.
It's autocorrect. I'll be abroad. When we done something wrong or someone broke something back home, we thought mom would give us all a spanking and say at least she saw she got the right one, and dad would laugh.
Yeah.
At least she knew she got the right one. Yeah, everyone would get punched.
Yeah.
But at least they got the right one.
Yeah. As soon as my mom called my dad by his first name, she always called him honey. But whenever my mom called my dad by his first name, us kids ran.
Yeah.
As far as we could. As soon as my mom said, Bill, that was it. We were running down the street.
Rick Price, the Thousand Islands region along the St. Lawrence River between northern New York and Ontario. Yeah, what well. I had to ask because you mentioned Philippines' thousands of islands, but Brooke knew that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Thousand Islands, I know. Mike Doty, 10,000 US. Man, that is crazy. Good thing I'm going to Thailand. That stuff wouldn't happen in Pattaya, right?
No. It's very, very tight gun control here in Thailand. Very hard for a Thai citizen to get a gun. And they changed the laws a few years back that you had to have a gun at a licensed gun center, you know, like a shooting range, for a certain amount of time before you could have it at home. And that law was changed up in Udon Thani. I don't know if it went nationwide, but they did bring that in locally. That for the first 5 years, you couldn't keep the gun at home. You had to keep it at a shooting range. And then you have to go through a lot of checks. Now, foreigners can't own guns in Thailand at all.
I think it's the same in the Philippines, isn't it?
Yeah. What some foreigners have done is they've got the shooting range to buy the guns for them and hold them. And then when they go there, they are using only their guns and they're cleaning them and they hold them in a locker for them, but you can never take them out of there. Yeah. And I know a few foreigners that have done that.
Now, guns aren't a big thing here, and they're not a big thing in the Philippines. A lot of this is rumor and innuendo. You hear about, you know, people getting shot, but it's I've never met anyone or experienced anything like that. So I think for 99.99999% of the people, it won't even affect you.
And we've got our first shout out from Chris and Lek, who bought us a coffee and say, go Bitcoin. There you go, Chris and Lek, our good friends.
Yeah,
thank you so much for the
They were down
coffee.
at the
Much
Lantern
appreciated.
Festival. We had fun down there as the girls
Mm.
released their lanterns into the sky.
Yeah.
That was last Wednesday. It's
So-
a festival.
Thank you for that, Chris.
Yeah,
Much
thank you,
appreciated.
Chris.
How did he do it? That QR code right up there in the corner. Scan that. You can buy us a coffee for only $5. Much appreciated, Chris and Leck. Thank you.
Rick Pease, yes, I've been there 2 times for a total of 3 months,
Mm.
and I'm still in love. It will be my new country calling it home.
Yeah.
Happens quickly with once they're here and realize.
I fell in love with Thailand before the millennium when I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it. This is where I want to be. And has it changed since then in the last 25 years, 26 years? Yes. But it's changed for the better.
Everything is.
It's changed for the better.
Scotty Richmond was here for 7 days only, but he does a lot of research prior to making.
I like
decisions.
Scotty.
I do
Nice
too.
guy.
And he had a checklist. And I remember in the pool, he said, I asked him, so how's your visit going? He says, I got everything. He leaves the next day. Everything ticked off. I'm coming back for good. And sure enough, it took him maybe 6, 7 months, 8 months, but he sold his property, got rid of his gear, totally left the state of California.
Yeah.
And is absolutely loving it here. So good on him.
Yeah. And I want to put out an interesting fact. On our live stream, we sort of average between 70 and 100 people on the live stream. But those that watch it on the replay are 1,000 people watch it on the replay. They don't watch it live for whatever reasons. They got commitments.
Yeah. Timing's not always right.
Yeah. And timing's not always right for them. But I just want to say thank you to those 1,000 people that watch our live stream on the replay. And if you could please give us a thumbs up.
Well, sure.
It'd be highly appreciated.
There is a lot of people worldwide looking for a change.
Yes.
It's not just Canada or the States or Australia or England or Norway. People are looking, maybe there is something better out there than what they're experiencing back in their home country.
Exactly.
Abundant mango. The only thing I wish Thailand had is highlands with cooler temperatures.
It does. It's called Chiang Mai.
Chiang Mai, yeah.
It's got highlands in the mountain area. It's a city up in the mountains, and it's 10 degrees cooler than it is down here in Jomtien and Pattaya. And in the winter months, like we are now, November, December, they actually get a little bit of morning dew, morning frost.
I've heard that it is cooler. I've heard it's cheaper. Slightly cheaper in accommodations, maybe food.
Because it's not near the coast, it's landlocked.
It's landlocked. That's a downside to me.
Yeah, I like the coast.
Burning season's a big downside. So never been there. No interest really in going. Maybe a quick visit, but
we had a few subscribers move up there. Bobby and Hurling, they moved up there.
Hua Hin is getting talked about now as an alternative to our area or Bangkok. It's a little slower pace, I think. When I was there, I did go through with you, and but people have gone there and loved it. People have gone there, loved it initially, and moved back. A little too quiet, maybe. So that's an alternative, I guess. Captain Action, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Cheers! Just happy to be here with the chat. See you soon.
Yep, be a pleasure
Captain
to have
Action
you.
from Tampa.
Yeah, what's his name?
Henry.
There you go.
Correctamundo.
Correctamundo.
Vincent says, hey, you still have to pay capital gains in US even though Thailand is a capital gains tax free.
On crypto, he says.
Well, that would be interesting.
That's only if you tell them.
If you hold it in a cold wallet, they never knew that.
No.
And maybe you've decided to sever ties with the US. It's none of their business. That's my view.
Exactly. Yeah. Why would you tell them, hey, I just bought, 1,000 Ethereum, or Solana or one Bitcoin, whatever, why would you tell them? There's no need to tell them. Once you got your money out of the States and got it over here, you can do pretty much whatever you want with it.
Abundant Mango. I got in the habit of hitting the like button right when I log on to the live stream.
Well done.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Mike Doty. So the U.S. rewards people for leaving.
Yes.
Laughing out loud. Okay, reward me all day long because I'm out of here and 540 days, but who's counting?
Just under 2 years.
As soon as little Mikey gets
Graduates
graduated.
high school. Yeah.
Rick Price, retirement payments, Social Security pensions, and annuities are all U.S. sourced and cannot be excluded under FEIE.
Yes, that is true. They cannot be excluded. So anything above and beyond that is excluded, which is great.
Get a good accountant.
Because there's no tax on Social Security, on disability for me.
Yeah.
I pay zero tax. I file exempt every single year for my disability. There's no tax on disability in the US, which is fantastic.
And when I used to work for the Revenue Canada, one thing you realize, a good accountant pays his way. Do not get a one-man show, one-man operation, could be family, friend, whatever. And the reason is they could be okay at their job, but they don't have access to the amount of resources as a huge firm would.
Okay.
When you get the big firms, Coop, they got a specialist for a state. They got a specialist for, out of country, non-resident. They got, they have access to the resources where the poor single, one-man show operation, in the corner store, he's an accountant, got a CPA. He just don't have the time or effort to focus maybe on what your needs are. So you pay a little more with the bigger firms, but typically you'll get better advice.
Yeah. Good advice.
That's all I have to say about that. Robert Pierpont, Rick Price, I believe you have to have a broker account that is not an account that is a U.S. based, only where you have to be a U.S. resident, because that would be earning money in the U.S. as well. If you have I have a Canadian account, so obviously, Canada, they'll track everything. I could open should I have crypto, which I don't, in a cold wallet. But if I did, I would open a local account in Thailand.
Yeah.
And if I bought it in Thailand, held it, sold it in Thailand on this new, hey, it's nothing to do with Canada. That's
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in the same opinion. I bought Solana here in Thailand through BitCup. I haven't declared it to the US. Why am I going to declare it to the US? I'm out of the US. I'm tax exempt. I'm on disability. This is my savings.
Right.
Yeah.
Rick Price, yes, only earnings on foreign accounts or foreign wages qualify for that FEIE.
Yeah.
Rick Pease, I was told from my financial advisor I have to have a residency in America for me to get money sent over to a Thai bank.
Not true.
Well, no, I could see that. So if you do not have a residency in America, well, how are you going to have a bank? I mean, they're not going to let foreigners have banks. Maybe they would. I don't know.
But what are you talking about, Brooke? We've got British people here that have Schwab accounts.
Correct.
That's an American bank last time I checked.
No.
It's a brokerage account.
It's a brokerage account, not a bank, and it's worldwide. It's in every country, so it's not based.
Like me with IBKR. I got a lot of British friends over here, Australian friends that have IBKR accounts.
He was saying he needs to have a residency in America to get money sent to a Thai bank, and I think that could be correct.
But if he's going bank to bank, yes. For example, Wells Fargo, Bank of whoever,
that's
Bank of America. But if he's doing it through a brokerage account, no.
Well, okay, he's not talking about a brokerage account.
Yeah, that's the way around it. Do it through a brokerage account.
Biggest Chris, I know Brooke is a self-insurer, but I was checking Safety Wing today and found for a 60-year-old is $700 a year. Does that sound correct and average with all insurers in Thailand? I would say so.
Well, Kenny got insurance with Pacific Cross.
How old's Kenny?
He's 52.
Oh,
so he's 3 years younger than me. 4 years younger than me. 52, 53, that age. And he's got it for 5 million baht insurance, which is damn good, for 52,000 baht a year.
So he's 1,500 roughly. Yeah.
And when I spoke to him on the phone from Bangkok Hospital yesterday, he's currently in hospital waiting for some treatment. He was telling me that they brought out something new that they didn't have when I took out my Pacific Cross. And that new thing is if you pay a premium, they will cover pre-existing conditions.
Well, that's interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
So he's now considering that because this is the second time he's had problems with gallbladder and gallstones. Sorry. So this is now the second time, and he's considering paying that extra premium so they'll cover it, and he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, no, it'd be worthwhile checking that out again.
I do. I need to go down to McAllen and
I'll go with you.
Find out what the update is on that pre-existing.
The current rates are. Robert Pierpont, Schwab has U.S. only accounts, or you can get an international account.
Yes.
My account is American only, not international. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
because you're an American citizen.
Yeah.
They do have an international account for non-American citizens as well, which we know several people that have.
I looked at getting a Schwab, and it's not, you're Canadian, you can't have one.
Yeah, they changed it. They changed it. They now have international accounts for foreigners.
Stu Barton says, hi, gentlemen, long-time viewer, first-time subscriber. Good for you. Have you looked at Strategy's new preferred stock, SRTC, and your thoughts?
Well, that is the European one that, no, it's not the Euro. That's Stretch. That one is doing extremely well right now, and over $100. It closed on Friday. And Michael Saylor said if it closes above if it stays above 100, he'll ATM the hell out of it to buy more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And it's paying 10.5% dividend every year, paid monthly for life.
I would say, Stuart,
that's a pretty good deal.
Oh, yeah. And it's paying, I think, 10, a little over 10 and a half, between 9 and 10 and a half, say. No, I don't really consider it for my portfolio. It's probably going to be huge demand from pension funds.
Yes.
You know, they're looking for returns. That's all. Now, it is kind of a place to park money because
in the downturn.
Yeah. Like Saylor is constantly maintained and so far proven correct. He's going to keep that price between 99 and 101 on the value of the share.
Yeah.
So, you know, if he has to raise the 10% to 10.5 or whatever, he will.
Yeah.
And if it gets too high, he'll lower to, 9.5 to bring the price down. So he wants that. So what do I mean? If you're earning 0 in your brokerage or, 1 or 2% in GICs, you could park it in that, collect your, say, an average of 10% a year. So you'll pay monthly. And if you need cash, bingo.
Yeah.
You're going to get your money out. So
and it's paid monthly, which is real good.
Yeah, that's the only way I'd look at it. Mike Doty, for people in the U.S., I noticed there are firms that specialize in expat accounting. Yeah, and they'll be bigger firms.
Yeah,
so they'll have a division that does that. There'll be more demand coming. Vegas Chris, that is $700 a month, not a year. Oh shit!
What is?
Is that insurance? That's ridiculous.
That is super expensive.
Yeah, to me, maybe that's what he's paying in the U.S.
No,
I thought he meant a Thai rate. Thai rate $700 a year at a 50-year-old, 60-year-old.
Hang on, let's see what he said here.
I know Brooke's self-insured. I was checking Safety Wing today. Well, I haven't heard of Safety Wing.
I haven't either.
And found for a 60-year-old is $700 US a year, which that's what we
just found out as a month.
Does this sound correct and average for all insurers in Thailand?
No, that is well overpriced.
If it's $700 a month, Vegas Chris, forget it. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, you're
self-insured, you wouldn't even pay that.
You're 10 years over that, and you were paying $3,000 a year.
Yeah, 2,900. Yeah, so
29. Yeah, say 3.
But I had a 40,000 deductible and a 3 million policy, not the 5. But you only need 3. That's I believe that.
Yeah, 3 is more than enough.
Yeah, and I think the year I had that, I spent 40,000 deductibles, like $1,200 in a year. I think I spent 18, so I maybe spent 500. And I had specialists, I had X-rays, I had medications, whatever, ear infections, and so yeah, why?
No, that's
to me. I wouldn't go a deductible if I did it again. I don't think, because never used it.
Well, he's paying over $8,000
Oh,
a year
that's
at $700
ridiculous.
a month.
Yeah, get them more quotes.
No, Thailand is
Something
a
wrong.
hell of a lot cheaper. Less than half of that.
Live and learn with Mike. How would the banks even know you left America? I think you can have a bank account and it's fine. You should tell your banks that you're traveling. You don't want to wake up one morning and they
And it's
cut you
frozen.
off. It's frozen. So
Because you've not done anything with
Yeah,
the account for
be
more than
upfront.
6 months. Yeah.
now what I said, they asked me, and they all ask you,
Hmm.
oh, when are you returning?
Yeah.
Because we'll make a note on your file. I says, you know what? It's a world tour. I'm not sure. I had planned this before COVID.
Mhm.
COVID hit, and I'm stuck for years without. I'm definitely going to take my time. Oh, okay. Well, if things change, let us know.
Yeah.
And I haven't called a bank since I left. You know what I mean? I had no trouble. So,
Yeah.
but I would notify him.
Mm.
Biggest Chris shows with dentist with a dentist. Yeah, I'm not sure you need that.
Mm.
That sounds way too high. That hits 84 a year. Yeah,
That's what I said. Over
ridiculous.
8,000 a year.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Never be that much.
No.
Biggest Chris, I tied my Schwab brokerage account to a checking debit card since I can't use Wise.
Okay.
I went to an ATM at a casino to check on the refund on the fees, and sure enough, I was credited back.
That's
Good
what's
for
great
you.
about Schwab.
Yeah.
USAA, same. Navy Federal, exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain accounts that you can get that will reimburse you your ATM fees.
Yeah.
And Schwab is one of them. So fantastic.
Yeah, I tried Schwab. I couldn't get it.
You can now because they have Schwab
Yeah, this
International.
was like 4 years ago. Coop,
Yeah,
so obviously then-
changed.
So I use Wise, and I have a debit card for backup. I have a credit card. You know, should I need emergency funds? You want to have more like a plan A, plan B, plan C on your banking.
Hmm.
So definitely, you know, you got your Schwab debit. Look at Remitly or Wise or some of the others as an option should something, you know, go wrong. But,
Yeah. And we only have 2 comments left, so it looks like we'll be wrapping up the live stream
well,
a
it's
little
an hour and a
early
half.
today.
That's long
Yeah.
enough. Rick Price, thanks, Vegas Chris. Yeah, sorry, Nevada doesn't let you get physical. That's why it is.
Yeah.
Won't let them get a physical.
Nevada.
card.
Yeah.
Very strange.
I know. Very strange. They don't allow Wise in Nevada because people just be gambling more, I guess. I don't know.
And what's worse is England wouldn't allow people to invest in Bitcoin.
No.
The best returning assets the last 10 years. No, you can't own.
Yeah.
You know, and now they've allowed it.
Exactly.
A little bit late, boys. Biggest Chris, yeah, I was told to check the safety wing and thought that was crazy, is why I asked. I will look at others. Yeah.
Here, the best is Pacific Cross.
Yeah, well, okay. I like the broker, McCallum. There's other brokers. Check with a broker because they'll search for you all the, you know, you tell them kind of what you want, what your conditions, all this, and they'll find something.
Yeah.
Pacific Cross, you love.
I love them.
You know, I was with them. But there's lots of options. So, and there's people here without Pacific Cross that are doing fine too.
Yeah.
Rick Pease, the banks would know I left because my money would be deposited into a Thai bank account. Okay, well, you know, currently my pension's going to Canadian bank account.
Yeah.
And then I simply transfer to Wise.
Mine too.
Don't have an issue at all.
Yeah.
But I suppose you could do it direct. I think the government, you just give them a code, bank account number, and they'll deposit. I think Canada does it, probably the US, into whatever country that is. So, Biggest Chris, sounds like someone is getting a good kickback anytime. Anyway, time is running out. Wishing everyone a wonderful week ahead, and let's go crypto.
Yeah. Got a lot to talk about.
Let's get
on
that
Wednesday.
government reopened, and I think we'll see the markets rock.
Exactly. That's what we're waiting for.
Goody. Live and learn with Mike. Another great live stream. Thank you.
And thank you too, and everybody watching on the live stream. Hit the thumbs up on the way out, please.
Roger Carpenter, great live stream, guys. Where is, breakfast today?
Breakfast today is at the
Clubhouse. Yeah.
Jumped in Beach Road.
We're going to be there, around 10 o'clock, I guess.
I'll be there about 10:30.
Why?
I've got to jump in and get a shower and a shave.
All right, Stinky. I'll be down early.
I had a shower before I went to bed last night.
Mr. Nut and his Texas humor.
There
Where are we eating today? At the Clubhouse,
Yeah.
Roberto.
Last comment goes to
Vincent. If you cash out on your Thailand bought crypto, do you need to use a Thai bank? If it's a U.S. bank, I would think it would trigger. Well, you would use a Thai bank
Yes.
because it's a Thai exchange. You'd have to pay for that in Thai baht, whatever crypto you bought,
Yeah.
and your funds would be in Thai baht when you sold it.
You can link it with your Thai bank accounts.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you transact in Thailand on a Thai brokerage, you're not dealing in US dollars or Australian or Canadian. You're dealing in Thai baht. You're in Thailand, buddy.
Yeah. And one last comment.
Mike Doty, peace, great show. Good to see you back, Brookie, Mayor of Coopersville.
And thank you all for coming on and joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all on here. And everybody that's watching on the replay, give us a thumbs up again if you haven't done so, including if you're watching on the replay. Much appreciated. And what's Bitcoin at right now?
105.8.
105.8. Good.
Good. Hanging in there.
It's up $6,000. That's what I
Solana's
like
up.
to see.
That's also good.
Yeah, all of it's up. All
Yep.
crypto is up now. Everything's jumped like 3 to 10%. So loving
I
it,
think we'll
loving
see
it, loving it.
Strategy up, Misty up, Alti up, Solana up, Bitcoin up.
Yeah.
And Tesla will be up today. So be a
Yeah.
good day.
So until Wednesday, hope you guys have a great week ahead and looking forward to seeing you on the next live stream.
True.
So till then, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. And
Stay
stay
safe.
tuned.
Woke up in the land of smiles, sun shining bright. Elephants wandering through the morning light. Temples glow with gold, the air's alive. Thailand's magic got me feeling so high. From the markets buzzing, colors so bold, to the stories in the streets, ancient and old. Every corner's got a vibe, it's calling my name. Cooper's out here, and I'm loving the game. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, it's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. Golden beaches, sand so soft and white. Crystal waves crashing under starlit nights. Snorkel in the cold, dance in the tide. Every moment's a wave, I just wanna ride. Pad thai sizzling, spice lights up my soul. Mango sticky rice, yeah, it makes me whole. Tom Yum's got that kick, flavor so divine. Thailand's food's a feast and it's blowing my mind. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. Chasing the beauty from the sea to the hills. Coopersthaiadventure, can't get enough. Thailand's got my heart, sister, my heart. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. It's the land that I love. From Chiang Mai's mountains to Koh Samui's shore, every step's a story, I'm craving for more. Smiles all around, the people so kind. Thailand's a treasure that's one of a kind. Floating markets, lanterns in the sky. Festivals that spark like the stars up high. Jungles whisper secrets, rivers carve the land. Cooper's holding Thailand in the palm of my hand. Elephants roam in the sunset's blaze. Every day's a wonder lost in a daze. From spicy street eats to the ocean's embrace. Thailand's a paradise I'll never erase. Coopersthaiadventure, oh what a thrill. dreams. Thailand's a wonder bursting at the seams.